Hey guys, how's it going? As always, it's Mike here at Hi Buzz, and welcome to the first episode of Behind the Buzz. It's a weekly live show where we get to give you a little behind the scenes look at the cannabis industry from our perspective and from the perspective of the whole industry. So, here with me today, I'm lucky enough to have the man behind Hi Buzz himself, Mr. Shar. He is going to be
Hello.
here. Everyone say hello. He is going to be here to tell us a little bit about the story from the very beginning, from the first moment. I've been here with the company for a long time, but he, of course, has been there since way before any door was opened, before any sort of furniture was put in. He's been doing this for a while. So I'm actually going to pick his brain today, and we're going to get a little inside glimpse of what it takes, the metal it takes to get into this industry and to really all the sweat and the hard work that this guy. Trust me, he's put in a lot of it. I know a little bit myself. He's put in a lot of it. So, Shar, thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Well, thank you, Mikey. Hello, everyone, and I hope I could be more help for everyone today, sharing my story. And again, Mikey, if without you and people like yourself helping me to get where we are today, probably I won't get there. So thank you for introducing me, and I always thank for all the people behind the buzz. That mean is my team. I have a very dedicated team, very knowledgeable. They work from their heart and they believe in me and in High Buzz. And this is a lot. This is said a lot. Like you can't build a business. You cannot build anything successful if you don't have the love of the people behind everything. So thank you very much. Thank you for.
He's talking us up. We're just following his example. This guy, blood, sweat, and tears are into this business. You can really see it. So yeah, I wanted to ask you a few questions. First of all, the most basic question.
Well, love to hear
All
it. Go
right, yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Also, I just want to say we got Hey Girlfriend. Hey Girlfriend. Well, thanks for joining us. Without further ado, let's get into it. So why cannabis? What brought you to the industry?
Whoa. Well, this is a great question, right? What brought me to this industry? Well, you know what? I come from a beauty industry, right? And I'm a hairstylist for 25 years, right? And I tell you, I have so much love for what I do. But unfortunately, is in 2007, I had motorcycle accident. Who I went into the hospital as an organ donor, where I there's no hope. Long story short, I pulled out, and then um, I continue working in the hair industry, but because of I have few injuries on my hand, as you see, on my feet and my back.
When you're a hairdresser, yeah.
So I was working with a lot of pain, and I was working with a lot of pain. And I know I'm not claiming anything. I'm just sharing a story of what I went through.
Cool.
And because of my accident and what I was going through, it brought me to the flower.
Yeah,
And I call it the beautiful and magic flower, right? And I started learning about it, and I start reading about it, and I start studying. Funny enough, when I was younger, I never actually used, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I started it later on in my life, right?
Fair enough.
Um, and the more I read about it, the more I did my research, the more I fell in love. The more I tried, the more I fell in love. And I look at it into a completely different way than maybe some other in the public look at us, right? So, um, and then when it came legal, my soulmate, my partner, my love, my wife, she's the one who encouraged me to, said, "You're an entertaining guy." I was in the entertainment business for 7 years, and I was also in the hair business for a long time. She said, "You're a people person. You are a salesperson. I think this is a great fit, regardless how bad your health will be, and and one day maybe you can't stand anymore, you can't use your hand, but you always can do that because you love it, you understand it, you know the knowledge, and I never see anybody could, be a better fit." And I agreed to her. So we tried on the first two lottery. Second lottery, we have to secure a lease. We have to secure the money the government asked, and we did. But unfortunately, we was not lucky, right? And we said, okay, we tried. Then we got really, really excited when this business, came to public. But, we faced another challenge. But that's what brought me into the industry is like, this is my story about like where Behind the Buzz, went. It was
Yeah.
more personal. And then we took it to this level.
Yeah, that's like the beginning of the buzz. That
It's
was
the
where the
beginning of the
buzz
buzz.
began.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. And then we start brainstorming like on what we like and what we want. So we really love, the beat behind like the buzz came from the bee, and I don't know like if everybody knows like bee loves the
Oh,
cannabis
bees
flower.
love
They
cannabis. Yeah,
love
yeah.
cannabis flower.
Insects in general love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were so amazed by like like when you look at actually the honeycombs and you look at like the cannabis, it's shaped similar
Yeah, yeah.
in the
Structure.
same.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we like this like what like we wanted to get like people high, but we wanted to make it like high buzz. So we saw maybe the bee can present it and with the leaf on it can present it well like
Yeah,
that. It was a love story when we see the logo and when we start putting together like we wanted to be like a more foresty, more the green, more the honey, and we wanted to educate. Like we become on a mission to educate the community, the public, and changing the stigma around cannabis use, and to let us look at us the same into other substance out there, right? Legal. So and for me, it's more than just a business. It's more than just making money. It's a mission for me to educate the community, the public. Is please don't look at us different than anybody else. Like this is a
why are
legal
we any different
business.
than alcohol? What's any different than us in a vineyard? You know,
Yeah,
a
well,
vineyard's
I'm not.
considered classy and artful, and I believe we're the same. You know.
I'm not going to go to that direction just because we don't want people to come up and say no and open that debate. But all I'm saying is like um, I want people to start basing their judgment based on knowledge, on facts, on research. I want them to start getting educated more and learn about it. So they shift their thinking from a way they look at, cannabis user because, no, I'm sorry, we are more than a potheads. There's doctors, lawyers, you know, ministers, all kind of level of society.
Yeah.
They use cannabis for different reasons. So, um, and that's my mission. Is I say we created High Buzz to educate and be part of the community, especially coming from a family-owned business. I think is a mission for us to educate our community and give back to our community.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say he actually touched on it before. As you said, this is more than just a job; it's a labor of love. And as you just said, now it's a family-run business. By the way, his wife that he spoke about earlier just sweats and bleeds as much as he does.
Thank you,
She
Mikey.
puts so much into it. We're all lucky to have her helping us out. So if you're watching, hey. But just wanted to actually touch on my next question. How do you feel being a family-owned business in a large corporate industry? How does that change it for you?
Oh my God,
I'm sure there's some differences. Yeah.
that bring me to a completely like almost put me in tears because we almost gave up. I mean, me and my wife we almost like gave up because we faced challenge after challenge after challenge. And I think I mean some of you guys maybe read the article of our story on Boomerang.
Yeah, I
They
definitely
did
saw
an article back in before we opened. Um, and they explained the suffering we went through and the weight and the money and the bleeding and going to our almost like our children education fund for us to get there. And because of like the big corporation didn't leave room for family people,
that. Yeah,
small
yeah.
people like me, they wanted to monopolize it. They wanted to just take everything. So it was a challenge for us to even get the landlord to talk to us. They're like, I'm not interested,
Wow. Yeah.
like even I'm not gonna go to names, but I leased for my hair salon from a big corporation for 15 years. I paid my rent, I paid my dues, I never was late, And then I told them, I know they was renting and leasing space for cannabis. They shut me down. And to
Wow.
this day, they never give me a chance. Even I'm as a tenant, a loyal tenant for 15 years.
Yeah.
They said, we're only looking for big corporation and you do not fit the portfolio. We'd be more than happy to give you for a hair salon, but not for cannabis. Cannabis is preserved for big players. That's what exactly I was getting, big players. So it put a little squeeze in my heart,
Yeah.
like
No,
like why
understandably. Yeah.
why this was created to open for public for anybody,
Yeah.
a mom and pop, a brother and sister, a best friend. They're trying to get somewhere. They want to try something to make it fair, but landlord was not talking to us. Corporation was outbidding us. I'm not going to go into details, but the amount, a modest rent I pay per square foot is insane to get into the game, and I understand the price for me to get in, but
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, they are every day making it tougher and tougher for us. But I wanted to show for all families and for all small and not big player, as they told me, you're not a big player. Anyone can do it. You know, it's a hard dedication. And I always said, competition, it's not something bad. God gives the food for everyone. And I believe is you have your share market, he have their share market, and if we all work together and we don't cut each other's price,
Yeah. Yeah.
we can all do good business. And yes, some of us will stay and some of us will goes away, but it should be a fair chance for everyone. And I believe is that's also one part of my mission is to make sure is to show people is no, not all big corporation and people who are considered big player have chance in life. People who comes in from hard work and maybe from injuries or from second chance or changing your career or doing something. Hey, you out there, I wish you all good luck. You can open a dispensary. You can open any business. You can do whatever you think you believe in it. And don't let anybody tells you you cannot do it because you're not a big player.
There's almost no situation you can't throw a lot of sweat and hard work at that really
Absolutely.
won't change it.
Absolutely.
You know what? Speaking of that, I personally came from another industry myself. I've been a cook for the last 10 years, and I'm very, very thankful that this guy managed to pull through and create this little beautiful bubble and opportunity for me and everyone else here at High Buzz. I know for me, coming from the cooking industry, um, obviously completely different because I was just in the back. I was the guy that was sweating, dropping stuff in the deep fryer, throwing
You're
your steaks
taking
in
us
the
all the
oven.
good food,
I was making all the good food, but in comparison to working here, it's a different industry. But I know I was able to translate a lot of skills. I learned inventory when I was in the industry. I learned just the values you're saying of sweating and working hard. I learned how to move quickly, how to prioritize. Do you feel that working in the beauty industry and the entertainment industry, do you feel like you're able to transfer those skills as well?
Well, absolutely, definitely, definitely. I think that gives me a bit of advantage, right? You see, I believe in the beauty industry taught me how to value knowledge and
Mm.
how to keep up to date and keep up to the trend and keep updating yourself, right? Like it's a constant learning for you to be able to be the in trend and updated to the latest fashion.
Yeah, of course.
You have to be able to educate yourself and then look at different from a different perspective and be able to shift your thinking and then do self auditing, right? And then
Right.
always try to improve. So and helping others and making people are happy, right? So I think that also translate in any retail, right? Especially in cannabis because you know you work with a product you already love. I mean, hey,
I,
I
I,
know
I
why I'm
love
here.
cannabis. Yeah,
What
yeah.
you are here? You
Yeah,
can
I was
tell
gonna
me
say
where
this
you are.
wasn't the first time I tried cannabis. Sorry, mom. Sorry to bring this up, but I've been trying cannabis for quite some time now.
Right? So we love it, right?
Yeah.
And then so imagine like learning about it, educate yourself, educate the public, put that love to it, and make people happier, right? I'm not saying the product makes you happy. I'm just saying is my service and my knowledge and my team and all the buzzers around us, to put the effort to make people happy, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So, and again, the entertainment life, the same thing. You entertain people, you make them happy, you engage, you socialize. You are a people person. So, and I think this is can help me a lot on it, right? So, for
Yeah.
sure,
No, you
definitely, it's
said that translates. Yeah. No, we definitely all have a huge focus on the happiness of our customers. We want to make sure every interaction here is great for you. We want to make sure what you are looking for is what we serve you. Shar and I have a thing here. We always say if someone comes in and their budget is for a Honda Civic and they need a good car to drive, there's no point trying to sell them on a Lamborghini because that's not what they need. It might be a beautiful car, but that's not what's right for them. So that's what we always try to, provide.
Understanding the consumer, needs is the most important, right? Because
Yeah.
Mikey, you know what? I'm a father, right?
Yeah.
I have kids at home,
Yeah.
so my priority is to, feed my kids, pay my mortgage, right? So I don't. When I serve my consumer, I look at them the same. I don't judge people if they're purchasing $20 for 3.5 or they're doing 60.
Yeah.
This for everyone,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone should be able to afford what they can afford without taking it from their, like the priority they have. The second part is, um, everyone should be able to enjoy life and
Yeah.
be able to afford the things they can afford and have the same respect and the same customer service. You see,
Of
like
course.
in my hair salon, you know what I used to tell my staff? Please treat a bank trim. Bank trim, it takes guys that, who doesn't know understand everything about hair. About 5 6 minutes. You know, and it's like usually $7, $10 in top hair salon, right? And then you balayages, colors changes about $600, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I said, please treat that the same because they're
course,
both
yeah, yeah.
clients. They
Yeah.
are getting services. They're paying for it. There is no need for you to profile people who's spending more money. This is a wrong way.
No,
You're
of course.
here to help them.
Yeah.
You're here to put a smile on them. You're here to direct them, or hey, you don't have to go broke,
Of
but
course.
you can still
Yeah.
afford something you will
Yeah.
enjoy, you like it,
Yeah, for sure.
and it's gonna get you where you want, right?
So one of the beautiful things about the cannabis industry is it has such a range of products and pricing that if someone's coming in looking for what I call the birthday weed, the super connoisseur, the top level, we have that. But at the same time, if you just need to refill your stash at home, you can't always,
But we have a lot of. I
We have
mean,
everything,
like the prices are dropping.
Yup.
Like I believe we get into the right direction. There's a lot of beautiful flower range and
and
a
all
very
ranges. Yeah.
reasonable pricing now these days.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is for consumer, you don't have to aim, to the top of the flower because you think this is going to make you feel the best. Absolutely, I think you know what, like uh, understanding what you buy in, it's important. Understanding the knowledge and get someone from our bystander to help you, that will do it because it can prescribe a nice flower, is gonna get you where you want,
Yeah, yeah.
and with a reasonable price. You don't have to aim on. Yeah, sure. Time to time, we all like to go to a nice restaurant and pay
Yeah.
the large money. We all like to buy that, a little bit shirt who's, or my jacket or shoes I want it to be. Definitely, we treat ourselves.
Of
What I'm
course.
saying is, there's other stuff, just as amazing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I
Now,
would say-
please, I wanted to ask you a question, Mikey.
Of course.
So, as you mentioned, you came in from the kitchen and you came in from a different industry, right? And you was cooking and chef. Now, why? I mean, there's a lot of cannabis, and you could go to the corporate and maybe they pay you more, and I'm sure maybe you already get offered more, right? But why high buzz? Why this love and loyalty to high buzz? I mean, if no one knows Mike is working around 24 hours. I don't know how to tell him to stop. He's filming from home. He's filming from here. He's sending me a message at 2 o'clock in the morning because he, have a great idea. So yeah, so please tell me why, why this, like why choose high buzz and what did grow you to high buzz?
For sure. Well, I remember coming in for the first day, us having our interview, and first off, you were very personable. I sat down with you, and it felt very natural. It felt like this conversation right now. It felt very natural. It felt very easy. So that was a first great start. And within, I don't know, a week's time, I gotta say, this is probably one of the jobs I felt that my ideas, my actions, and everything, all of my sweat is value. I've worked at a lot of other places. Again, no, not naming any names, but I've worked at several places where, especially large corporate places, where I felt like I sweat and I sweat and I sweat, and it just disappears. It just goes off. But with here, he's he's again a very personable person. Again, he treats us all like family, and everything that we say and do is valued. It's honestly it's a great working experience, and I think for a lot of the staff here, that actually translates into our work because we come in and we know that if we do this extra work, we go that extra mile with the customer. It's seen and it's appreciated. It's encouraged, let alone just seen. So yeah, that's definitely a huge part of it. That's why High Buzz drew me in, especially now too. Just moving forward and why I'm staying here. First of all, I love what you've done with the store. Both of our locations are absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I love.
That's not for me. I can claim that or take it away from my lovely wife. I tell you, she had an amazing taste. She was designed my hair salon before, and she designed both location. And I'm just lucky enough to have a wonderful woman in my life. And they're always said, behind a great man is a great woman. I believe you can never be a great man if you don't have a greater woman behind you. So she's definitely, I would say, put everything for me to get there, right?
Yeah,
and so I have to give her that. Like she's part of the design.
She
worked behind the
she
scene.
really works.
She's behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to say hi to Squeaky Clean. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, no, she definitely did. You can really see it. You can really feel the love between them too. Like they're not only just great business partners, just obviously just great partners.
Well, we fight a lot. We fight a lot. I mean, when
Right?
we go
Who
to the
doesn't?
office, the
Who
screaming,
doesn't?
starring,
Who doesn't?
whatever, right?
Yeah.
You just husband and wife. There's always gonna fight, right?
Yeah, who doesn't? Right?
Boyfriend, girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it is, right? But we still, at the end of the day, we never go to bed angry or upset from each other. We always
Yeah,
said,
for sure.
all right, let's put it aside. We'll fight tomorrow.
Exactly.
There's always
I try to do the same thing with my sweetheart, which I'm sure should be watching this later. She's sleeping now, but I definitely hear you. But yeah, no, again, so just that family and that love is what you created,
So
and is really helped.
wrapping this show, Mikey.
Yeah.
I know we I don't know what's the timing there.
Yeah, we got a couple more minutes, so we got a couple more.
What I'm
minutes.
saying is, let's talk about the reason why actually we created Behind the Buzz, the show.
Yeah.
And as Mikey said, it's going to be streaming every Wednesday 4:20, right?
Yep.
And sometimes we'll take back from the vault or different places into the store. But when we thought about this show and created it, we created it for a reason because we want to engage with our community, with our consumer. We wanted to reach out for them. We wanted to do episode for them on what they demand. Reach out for us. Let us know what you need to know. We're here to educate on many ways of consumption, different flowers, different accessories, different knowledge, anything. Like there is nothing off topic except like some topic is not.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna leave that for you, Mike, and then you explain a little
sure,
bit about
yeah.
Behind the Buzz show.
So, I mean, as I've said, I've been a cook for 10 years, but I've been a cannabis user and a cannabis lover for a lot longer. What is Char's favorite thing about owning a cannabis store? We got a question from the audience here.
I can try cannabis, different cannabis every day. When we got the day we got the order in, it's like Christmas for
Christmas
me
morning.
because it's like the little kid running to under the tree for Christmas and then wrapping up. I'm like, oh wow, we get this. This is new. I want to try it. So
I swear, if we were less in love with cannabis, we'd get the order done a lot faster. But the two of us just get, have you seen this? Oh man, have you seen this? Oh, this one came in. Like
we love it.
We love it.
I like it because it's got me to do that. But honestly, my favorite thing is, as I mentioned, I wanted to remove that stigma. I wanted to people look at us more than potheads. I wanted to change people, mentality about it. I wanted to explain to all, like some of my parent generation where this is a drug and oh my God, right? Uh, this is not, right? And I wanted to people, switch their thinking about illegal dispensaries and the black market and the criminal activity. And I wanted to show them we can actually bring to the community more and we can educate more. And we wanted to be part of the community. We don't want the community to abandon us, right? I mean, it's okay for someone to have a bottle of wine every night, and this is completely socially, accepted. But if you are smoking a joint, you are a pothead. And again,
Yeah,
I am
that's
not
right.
going. I'm not like I just use one substance because it's commonly people do that at night. But I
Yeah.
have nothing against
Nothing against the wine drinkers.
exactly. So I
Uh,
respect everybody. I'm just saying is like there's
we're
no
trying
difference.
squeaky clean. We're trying to break that stigma. We really are.
And that's why I love owning dispensary because I
Yeah.
get that chance to do that, right?
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
about the show, though, just to touch up on the very part there. Again, I've been a lover of cannabis. I don't know, maybe longer than Shar. I've been going at this for quite some time, but we're definitely going to use this show as a way to really just educate, get all the information that we here, the staff here at High Buzz have. We want to give you guys an opportunity to pick our brains. I have a lot of experience. I've grown my own flower. I have made my own different types of concentrates. I actually own a small business as well. I'm also a small business owner, and I actually have little kits that are similar to, think of Betty Crocker, but it's a little instant kit that you add a legal cannabis oil to, which you then can take and turn into an edible. So I have had so much experience with cooking the flower, concentrating the flour, processing it. I want to share all that with you guys because it's just sitting up here bouncing around my head. It's not really doing much.
So we started also something called High Buzz from Home.
Yes.
And what is the High Buzz from Home? High Buzz from Home is like my bystander and my team and my team worker players. So they can review product and they can share their experience and you can see it. And you can actually, send us a suggestion on what you wanted to see or a
please.
strain you like to, like see before you buy, and we can review it. But also the exciting part, and please think about something to challenge Mikey because we're going to do from High Buzz from Home the kitchen edition where he's going to cook with cannabis.
Yes.
So for all cannabis edible lovers and people who loves to cook with cannabis, let's challenge the chef here and let us make us episode from home about kitchen edition. And I think that would be a lovely. I would love to see one like that.
I definitely want. I know I want to do some easy, quick ones, but I also want to sit down. And you and me have spoken about this. They have very high-end dinner parties in California and a lot of places in the States. And I've actually made some of that for some of my
I've
friends.
been to one of those restaurants, and I tell you, man, I had an amazing night.
I can only
An amazing
imagine.
night. I was on in a hair show,
Yeah.
and then hairdresser. They are wilder than bystanders. So we decided, like, bunch of us, to go and book a table in this really high end restaurant who cook with cannabis. Wow, what an experience! I would love to see that one day in Canada because
Oh, yeah.
whoa, it's a beautiful experience. You go share it with your friend. You sit down on the table, and then the way they do it, like how they control that, feeling,
Right.
it's just wonderful. How they started the night and how they calm you by the end of the night, and it's just a really
Which is
really
something
good.
obviously I
Yeah.
will be talking about when we do have these episodes because I mean cooking with cannabis obviously you got to think about the flavor but dosing is very important, so these are the kind of informative sessions we want to try to bring to you guys, so because the cannabis is for the people, the information should be for the people as well, so that's what we want to bring to you
100%,
guys.
yeah.
We want you guys to understand it and love it the same way we do. And at the same time, we want to get you guys or give you guys a chance to get to know us because
100%.
we're a part of your community. I mean, I live a 15-minute drive from here. I'm pretty sure everyone else is very close as well. We're a part of your community. We love you guys hopefully as much as you love us. So we really want to let that show and really shine through these series. So I actually believe our time is up. It is 4:50. So thank you, Shar.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoy our introduction today, and hopefully to see you in the near future with all your requests and questions, and let us help you. Thank you, Mikey, for hosting today.
Thank you for coming in.
And an amazing show.
All right, sir. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next week.
All right.